Hey there, and welcome to another episode of Character Bio, a series where we discuss the histories of known characters across the Ether and Dark Ether storylines. Within this episode, we'll be discussing Sophia. Sophia was employed within Group 935 and was Dr. Ludwig Maxis's personal assistant secretary at the Doris facility, though her and Maxis were transferred to the 935 Kino facility to perform tests on controlling the undead subjects. Good strides were made on Subject 26, a zombie subject who they maintained control over for 26 hours. However, during one of their test sessions, a loud sound alerts the zombie, causing it to lash out at the nearby scientists and witnesses. One of such witnesses was Sophia. The subject was put down, but Sophia was now infected. She tried to hide the wound, but Dr. Maxis knew of her illness. Eventually calling her to his office, he reassures her that everything he's about to do is for her own good. We cut to the Agonia Fracture timeline. The history between Maxis and Sophia stays the same. Following her death, she awakens within a robot that's cleverly named Sophia, which stands for Strategic Operating Planning Heuristic Intelligence Analyzer. One could wonder if Maxis killed her because he thought of this acronym instead of saving her from her illness. She'd be stationed in the city of Stalingrad, monitoring over 935 operations and conducting tests for their Valkyrie drones. However, after large doses of Element 115 infects the entirety of the city, leaving both sides of the battle as senseless undead soldiers, meaning she was left alone and nobody was monitoring her. At least until Primus arrived. In order to get the weapons core for Nikolai's mech armor to assist in the defeat of the dragon that's been terrorizing the city, they decide to form an alliance with Sophia and to help her carry out some experiments she needed finishing. One such experiment was the procurement of Dr. Anton Gersh of Ascension Group, who became an ethereal orb traveling the multiverse. They lure him to an extraction machine where his essence and memories are harvested. With all of the experiments completed, Sophia detaches herself from the machine she's attached to, declaring she must reunite with Dr. Maxis and that the paradox must be resolved. She launches herself into the sky and what we would think would have been the last time we'd seen her. Until she reappeared in the map Revelations. Primus collects the bones of the deceased Sophia, and she returns to them in her mechanical form, assisting in the fight against the Shadow Man, being the one to deliver the final blow. Together with Dr. Maxis, the two of them fly into the Apothicon Sun and revert all the damages done to the multiverse, before the loop restarts, dooming them to repeat it all again. In another timeline, during Victus's travels to collect the Korborium for Primus Richthofen, they come across a hologram version of Sophia, acting as the facility's security defense system. She antagonizes the group, causing them to split up. Having enough of her interfering, Marlton Johnston destroys the hologram, though the zombies chasing them are still on their tail, but thankfully for them, the main nuisance was out of their hair. And that's all there is to know about Sophia. Thanks for watching as always, subscribe if you enjoyed and are new here, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye bye.